Hey, Max here. Just got back from the hospital. Whew. From early in the morning till 6 o'clock at the hospital. They made us wait all day for a surgery. He's doing good. My father's good. But I want to get some more reaction vids. And it's harder to come by because I want to do reactions to more content creators, but I don't know who still thinks of me as a friend or not. But that's okay. Today we're going to do a reaction to Nerdette's newsstands vid. She did a clip out, and I did not get a chance to watch it, so I have no idea. I checked in for one of her live streams, and I didn't get a chance to watch her take on April. I will give you my initial thoughts here. I am not with the anti-SJWs. I'm not, but I can't lie either. Her character does not look exciting. And it's not because she's a race swap character either. It's just, well, let's get reacting.
Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
all right. So I really like the trailer. Really love the art style, the charisma of the animation, and then the first impressions of April just seems not exciting. And you know what? She is an exciting character. There is some discussion about how it could be problematic, to say the least, in 2023 for a voluptuous bombshell to be hanging around a bunch of teenage boys. And there were some scenes back in the day from the animated series that were a little iffy. You know, there shouldn't be any romantic storylines with hot lady reporters in yellow jumpsuits with teenage boys and ooze. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so let's get to Nerdette's newsstand, who I am subscribed. I thumbs up the video. I didn't watch 1 second of this. And I mean, she looks okay. Context is gonna help. It's gonna help. So I understand that there needed to be somewhat of a change if they are going also extremely, extremely young with the teenage turtles, you know. They may want to tone down the sexy bombshell. But even the initial, and let's not try to be superficial like the rest of the douchebags on the internet, but we all are kind of superficial, and the trailer is a superficial look at either a series, a movie, to try to get you hyped for it. Now, my money is on this project because the turtles look amazing. It's not a make or break for me, but April O'Neil is a staple of the character of this series, and I think you should be able to criticize. I don't like people that get hung up just on the race aspect, because there's been a black April O'Neil in the last series too. In the animation style, she looked like excited and enthusiastic. What I'm getting here is more like a motherly aunt type vibe, and in my subjective opinion, I think April in the past was more like an extrovert. I mean, she's a reporter, on-screen reporter, in the past, and she's really puts herself out there. And this character, very base level, just initial impression, seems more like an introvert and very sullen. I don't know. There's not a lot of context to this. So hopefully the story will actually justify the changes. So let's see what Nerdette has to say here.
If that really is April, that's just beyond me, because I wouldn't have guessed. Because you're not seeing the usual jumpsuit that was a staple of the original series.
And I immediately think of like 90s bombshell female characters, like You get, which some people think it's weird. If you think about the Space Jam, that very voluptuous bunny Space Jam, and then the new one, they toned her down. April O'Neil was always kind of you know, sexy. And just like if they brought Who Framed Roger Rabbit back, what would they do with Jessica Rabbit nowadays? Should they still have the characters like this? It's is if you really think about it, though, it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird, but oh, I have to say, just my initial impressions there. The cosplay is going to be really boring for this character. There's a lot of cosplayers out there of all different races and body types that want to have fun, cosplaying as April O'Neil. And so far, this just doesn't look exciting. Like cosplaying as the Turtles, still going to be a blast. But that's another aspect. I'm like, doesn't look very exciting. But no way.
I think most people know that I am not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. I actually
thumbs down. Thumbs down. Sorry, I didn't know ahead of time. It's still engagement, Nerdette. Don't worry.
Or I hate them.
You hate them?
I wish they didn't exist.
Oh wow! What? Holy shit! I had no idea she was going to give this hot of a take. Boy, no wonder she doesn't like Ethan and his Cyber Frog. Because I love the Turtles, and Cyber Frog's got that similar vein, And there's a bombshell that Cyber Frog hangs around as well. I don't remember her name, but holy shit, Tristan. Holy F, is that a bad take? I wish they didn't exist. I never was expecting. It doesn't hurt you that they exist, Tristan. God. Listen. Tristan is open to her own opinions, but I get really hot when someone says, I wish the thing that you love didn't exist. I really don't like that, honestly. Like, it doesn't hurt you that it exists. Like, you don't have to pay attention to it. Okay.
And no, I just don't care for them personally.
Okay.
I don't miss them. Honestly, I don't miss them.
The funny thing about it is you didn't even realize that was April in the trailer.
I didn't know.
Oh,
honestly,
I knew right away. I knew right away that was, I'm like, okay. I just said, okay. Here's the nuance you get from me. I'm not going to go to Rampage. I hate this. Bring back the sexy white redhead April O'Neil. No, I'm just like, all right. But it doesn't excite me. It's not like I'm not going to go on About Time. It's about time they made April like this. No, I'm like, okay, I'm open to it. Doesn't excite me. Cosplay possibilities. Not that I'm going to cosplay as April. Hell no. No one wants to see that. Not that I'm going to cosplay, but it's less exciting. I kind of like, and ladies too might like different characters in comics, to be a little certain way as well. It's I like all different body types and stuff, but I don't want to get too superficial, but come on. It's just not exciting. I do go back to the point where hanging around teenage boys, I can understand that part. It's kind of weird to be overly sexualized hanging around teenage turtles.
I didn't see anyone but the Turtles in the trailer. I didn't notice anybody.
It was at the very end. And let me see if I can bring up a picture because I have something I want to share because there's this weird I don't know, backlash, like back and forth, I guess I would say, that April was originally meant to be black. All right, let me show you what you mean.
I don't think that's accurate. I think, well, the comics were in black and white, and I think that was kind of debunked. I think Baxter Stockman was originally supposed to be. I think he was.
First off,
Okay.
and then we'll go into that. This now, are you a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan? I guess I should ask that.
Not really. I grew out of them.
Yeah.
Grew
Yeah.
out of them. No such thing, Commissioner Santos. Come on. This is E for everyone. It's not just, you don't have to. I love animation and cartoons. Okay. Well, you know what? With the context, the turtles looking, it seems like she's going to be like a mother, more of a motherly figure, helping them out. I wonder if she's going to be still an on-screen reporter like she was in the past, or a behind-the-scenes reporter. You know what I mean?
Shredder's Revenge was an excellent video game. I think Turtles are great for video games. As far as other media, I guess it depends on the project. This looks kind of fun. And
The
this
animation looked great.
Let me see, because I have the brightness turned up on my phone. Yeah, I couldn't even tell she was black at all. No. But see, there's another thing. If that really is April, that's just beyond me, because I wouldn't have guessed. Because you're not seeing the usual jumpsuit that was a staple of the original series.
Is it actually? I'll ask you, Robert, because I know you probably know. Is it confirmed that is April? I'm assuming it is because they announced the voice cast, and they have like a very star-studded voice cast. But there's this dialogue that's going around. Basically, was April O'Neil meant to be black in the original version of the comic book? And
they accidentally made her white. When do you mean intentional? What do you mean?
There is people for a long time stated that she was meant to be black in the comic, which was because her name is based off of a ex of one of the creators who was biracial.
Mm.
But to my understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but she was not originally meant to be black. Like, I'm pretty sure that's well documented by the people. But then you have stuff like this going around, and I like comic tropes a lot. I want to make sure I say that. I like comic.
Well, I think there's sources out there that says this isn't true, but this is just of course, this is on Twitter meant to trigger people. Okay.
Tropes a lot. He does great work. But this is just not true. And if I give shit to people like Ethan Van Sciver about spreading lies, I gotta be consistent, right?
Yeah.
Like, people think because she had a perm, she was black. I did not realize that white girls were not allowed to get perms.
You should get a perm, Tristan.
No.
Oh, perms. Oh.
I would rather be bald. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather be bald.
But can we see you with a perm first?
No.
Can we get both?
No.
One comes before the other.
The thing is this is what I hate. Comic tropes is calling people racist who dislike the new design. I'm not a fan of that.
Oh my God. We're getting to a point where you're actually proving the anti-SJW is right on all this shit. That's what's so frustrating about being in the middle of all this bullshit. Like, Trista is just saying that she likes comic tropes, and they're basically just doing this for ammunition, for clout on Twitter, to catch people complaining and to grift off that. Either you could grift with money, or you could grift with attention. I'm like, I shouldn't say attention whores, but yes, you could grift off those things as well. You love attention. Look, I caught an ist, to try to debunk this, when I do think comic tropes is wrong as well, because I did watch Ripa's video, and I don't really like to give props to Ripa, but I think on this one he may be accurate, all right, let's finish this here.
I'm looking at what you have on screen. So she looks she doesn't look pitch white or anything. So I'm looking at the colored one. Sorry. So is it true, or is it just like,
no,
is
her
it just
first
the colors?
appearance, she was white.
Okay, but then right there, because I see what they mean. I don't know if it's just the colors that the artist picked, but yeah, it looks a little bit more tan. And they're in New York. When I was in New York, if you looked like that, you were Puerto Rican. You weren't like the whitest woman on earth.
I do not like this. Obviously, it looks like she was meant to be black, but I do not believe this is the earliest version of her comic. Let's see if somebody put it down here. I doubt it. I know it's floating around, but straight from the people involved, they're saying yes, her name was based off of a biracial woman.
Okay.
But she was not. Now, here's the thing about all this. I even know, and as much as I don't like the Turtles, I even know that this isn't the first time April's been black.
Damn. I was about to turn a thumbs up, and then she says, as much as I don't like the Turtles. Damn.
And it's not going to be current day Hollywood without a race bend. Let's be real here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see the issue. But a lot of people are upset, apparently. And you're racist.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Like, I'm still gonna really enjoy the show. I want all the characters to be exciting and fresh. And if the character in the past seems like they're really outgoing and bubbling with personality and energy, and I'm not getting that vibe from the trailer, I could be wrong with context. Context could really sell this new version of April to me and to a lot of the viewers. I'll have to wait until the movie. I think it's a movie, right? And I am going to do a trailer reaction later, but we'll have to wait till the context. But I'm not gonna cry about it. You know, if they made the Turtles, if the Turtles didn't look cool, then I would be complaining.
If you don't like it, that's what I hate. Doesn't mean you're racist because you don't like it. I don't like the Turtles at all.
It's a consequence of the dueling narratives, though. You can't win. Like you said, you're racist if you don't like it, or it's an attack on white if you support it. There's no winning.
Yeah, Eastman himself. She was.
There's little such thing. There's little such thing as saying I just don't care. Like me, I just don't care.
Don't give a shit. Yeah, I just don't care. I mean, I know there's going to be race bends. I know it's going to be a thing that happens. I'm over it.
I'm over the race bend aspect. All right, I'll give a thumbs up. Okay. I'm over the race bend aspect. I just want them to be exciting. I want to keep them. I want the character, like, just for example, the new Little Mermaid. That's a race bend character, but she is a great singer, and she brings that whimsy to Ariel, and she's looking up from under the ocean, and she's looking like she wants to go on an adventure, and she wants more from. You could see all that from her personality in that. The personality is there. So that's where I'm like, oh, come on. Is this even the same character anymore? I don't know yet because the context isn't there, but does not really excite me. I'm going to be honest. Does not look cool. Even the Velma character. Velma, I wasn't like over the moon about the race bend, and I still haven't watched it because I'm not really a huge Scooby-Doo fan. But she still looked in character. Like, she was a different race, but she looked like Velma. You know, she had the same kind of characteristics. She's still a crime investigator and stuff. You know what I mean? So I want to get the same vibe as the character. That's all my thoughts on this mad reaction. More to come. I hope to see you later for the live show. I hope you all have a great day.